Hello everyone and welcome back to Blizzard's Journey in WolfQuest Anniversary Edition. Now that winter has taken its hold fully over Sloth Creek, we are rejoining Blizzard and his mate his mate Cinnamon. Sorry, Holly's his daughter, Cinnamon is his mate. We are rejoining Blizzard and his mate Cinnamon as the breeding pair of the Winter Star Pack get ready to prepare for their second litter. Now, this year's going to be a little bit different than last year. Mainly because Blizzard and Cinnamon have been assigned, or been given, or have given themselves, really, they've given themselves a bit of a challenge. Actually, they've given themselves two challenges. So the first challenge, which will take place during the winter season, is they want to expand their territory. Their territory is fairly small at the moment. And I think Cinnamon especially feels like it's too small. I'm not sure Blizzard particularly cares at this point in life about the size of his territory, as long as, there's enough food and enough shelter and enough predators. He doesn't really care about the size. However, Cinnamon, who's kind of hanging out back there, I feel like, is very gung-ho to expand the territory and make it bigger in order to reduce the chances and the threats to their future pups by the neighboring packs. Now, Blizzard, still being a somewhat of a young, rambunctious wolf, has decided that during the early spring, he would like to try and prove himself by taking on a bull elk. He wants to take out a bull elk. So that, during the springtime, before the pups are born, that is what they will be doing. Now, currently, both Blizzard and Cinnamon are fairly hungry, so we will be going on a hunt of just a regular elk. Not a bull elk, just a regular elk before we commence with tackling the territory. So now, I was sort of thinking about it and realized that now that winter's come... here's some elk sense. Now that it's winter, Blizzard has officially been a wild wolf, or it's officially been over a year now since Blizzard was released into the wilds. And that feels really surreal to me. Not because I can't believe it's been a year. I can't believe it has only been a year with how far Blizzard has come thus far. He doesn't really feel like, to me, he doesn't even feel like the same wolf who arrived here in Sloth Creek a year ago. Let alone, the same wolf who woke up dazed and confused on an overlook in Amethyst Mountain just over a year ago. And it's incredible to me to think, and surreal for me to think, not only how far he has come personally in that year, but the fact that throughout the year, he was not only able to come as far as he did, finding a mate, learning to hunt, finding a mate, having pups, but that in that year he was able to raise a pup. Not only one pup. Keep her alive and help raise her into this strong and independent young wolf that she is today. And I really think that his former keepers who have most certainly been following his progress throughout this year are feeling incredibly proud and just proud of him. And we're not gonna go near that den right there. I know it's there. We're not going near. We will not be using that den this year. In light of last year's event. I don't know what den I want to use this year. Haven't really thought about it. Maybe figure it out eventually, but... Alright, let's see. Okay. It's coming from over here. Looks like some bison have been through here. That's not what we're looking for. We are not looking for bison. Okay. So also about Holly, I am gonna say, even though we can't see her, because, having your pups be yearlings and following you around through fall and winter is not actually part of the game yet. But I'm still gonna say that Holly is still here. She's just, spending less time around her parents now that she's more grown up. She's spending more and more time on her own and less constantly right by her parents. Let's see. Okay, this is a weak one. But, like I said, she's still here. Even though, we can't see her, because it's not a feature in the game yet to be able to have your grown pups stay with you. But just kind of how, like, when we were playing her quest during the fall time, and we were saying, Blizzard and Cinnamon were there. They were just, not always around in the immediate vicinity. It's going to be the same thing with Holly, I'm going to say. Alright, let's see how fast we can get this girl out. Alright, Blizzard's getting a little tired, so... rest for a second, and charge. Ouch. Okay. Don't get yourself hurt, Blizzard. Ow. Alright. Take a minute to get back to stamina. Well, I was gonna try and go for her neck, but I guess her armpit works. Oh. And she's down. We got her. Blizzard looks so good in the snow. I mean, really, this winter ought to be like Blizzard's elements, because he's perfectly camouflaged. Oh, you go squawk somewhere else. Okay. You know what? He can't resist. He sees birds. He's got to chase them. He might be older and have a whole lot more experience under his belt, but he still sometimes can't resist the urge to have a little bit of fun. Okay, that wasn't a bird there. That was a hoof, not a bird. Alright. But there does come a time where fun and games have to give way to serious business. And in this case, that serious business is gonna have to be to go back through and strengthen and enlarge their territory, so yeah. Oh. Well, don't worry, Elkiware. You're safe today. Your sister has fallen so that you don't have to. Though we do still have to come this way. So. Ah, Cinnamon, where are you going? Yes, I'm gonna start just by strengthening our already existing borders, and then worrying about, let's see, we're in this hex down here, and then start worrying about expanding. I just want to strengthen it first, just to. Because when I was doing a trial run here, I realized that was kind of the best strategy. And by trial run, I actually mean spending the last 2 hours recording a bunch of episodes and then deciding I did not like the quality, deleting those recordings, restoring the backup save, and starting over. So I've actually played through a significant portion of this already. Just for, full honesty here. That's what happens. Or honest? Yeah. Full transparency. That's what I wanted to say. But I couldn't think of the word transparency. Okay, this hex. No, wait. Wrong hex. Wrong hex anyway. Let's go up north a little bit and then west, and that should take us to the hex that I need to get to. Okay, now we can go west. We hear you, Gross Lake. Y'all better stay over there. You know what's good for ya. There is actually something I can do that I always forget. You can actually do this. Is you can actually move the scent post. I always forget you can do that. And that is the most helpful thing in the world sometimes. Okay. Just going straight now. So I wonder, really excited to find out how many pups they're gonna have this year. Actually. And I think Blizzard probably is too. Excited to meet his pups, that is. Cinnamon. Hi. It was like last year. I honestly don't think Blizzard had any idea what was gonna happen. Like, he knew something was different about Cinnamon, but, you know, he had no inclination whatsoever what it meant. It was like, okay, you know, Cinnamon's not quite acting like herself. There's something off, but he really had no idea. But thanks to last year's experience, he starts seeing the same changes again. He's like, oh, I remember this. You know, this happened, and then there were a bunch of little runny, teeny little versions of me and Cinnamon running around the place. So he's probably already starting to get a bit excited here. And I kind of wonder what sort of big sister Holly is going to be. I mean, obviously we won't really know because it won't be possible to see her interact with these pups, which is sad. It's definitely something we're going to be missing out on. But someday, hey, we will be able to. We just gotta wait. The saga's gonna come out eventually. Alright. Right. This hex is actually down here. There is a moose. And there's a den nearby. I'll need to find some dens eventually to complete the territory quest, but I'm not overly concerned about them right now. Okay, down here. And looks like a bull elk herd's been through here. Well, we don't need you guys just yet, my friends. Okay. And from here I can actually just stay down here. So. Oh, Cinnamon, you starting to get tired. Blizzard is too a little bit, but we gotta get this done before. I really want to get this territory stuff done quickly. I kind of like to finish it today, but I don't think I'm gonna have the time. Unfortunately. Because I have to get ready to go about 5 o'clock-ish. Start getting ready to go. Because my boss is going to come pick me up, and then I'm going to be spending overnight at work. Which I'm not happy about. I do not like spending the night away from home. But you don't really get a choice sometimes. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, alright. And I should be howling more too. Now that I think about it. Although, like, I know it helps, but I'm not really sure on how much it actually does help. Just howling while you're going around marking your territory, though. It's because... Oh, hush, Eagle. I know, for example, that, each hex is only affected by howling, like, once a day, and it only increases it by a little tiny bit, and then that's only once, like, every 24 hours, unless you're howling inside the hex. If you're howling inside the hex, then it helps indefinitely, but outside... I actually want to find this den here. Where is it? I think it's down here. Yep. Okay. And yeah. But I don't know. At least that's what I think. Just based off of the age perk. But maybe the age perk just makes it stronger. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my way to claim this hex too, so. I know I said I'd just work on strengthening them. Okay, let's hurry up a little bit here. It's another den. Okay. We're finally actually in the hex, so now we just gotta look for the scent marker, scent post. I said it right the first time. Scent post. Is this post then? And hopefully we don't run into any crevice lake wolves, because they're just not up for dealing with them right now. Okay, here's the mark, the post. Here is the post, finally. So let's knock that out. And then we gotta go all the way back, because I'm not leaving our post this far into the hex. That's a bit too far if you ask me. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're already at 25. Strength. We're not actually going... If we had a bit more south, a little bit more this way, that should be good. And why don't we look for this den while we're at it, I guess, too. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to find it. Eesh. Okay, let's just make the post. We can go back later and find the den. I'm sure we will need to come back later at some point anyway, so we'll just make the post, and then actually probably gonna have them sleep because Blizzard's really tired, which means Cinnamon's also really tired, and then I'll end this episode here and come back. Oh. Okay, now we're like right on top of the den. Right? It's around here somewhere, isn't it? Well, the game can't seem to make up its mind where this den is. I don't know. But I will make the post right here. Alright, where is this den? And that's gonna bug me. You know what? Honestly, I think I can never find this den during the winter, and that's why. Like, I think it just gets too buried. I'm not sure, but... Anyway, I'm gonna... Since they're both tired, I'm gonna have them sleep, and I'm gonna end this episode here. So we will see you next time. Goodbye.